Right, Shalom.
Shalom.
And start off always by giving all praise to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai,
Ba'ashem, Ruach double honors to the apostles of GMS.
Double honors.
And honestly, brothers in the work and truth, while sincerity. Now, I'm just brother Azamah, brother Napash. Right, and hey, we was just, going for a stroll and having a conversation and that. Sat down by a bench, and you had a turtle dove, man. A pigeon. When it just came up, just flew by us, right? Hey, and you gonna see in the post production, man. It was, had one of its legs off and shit, man. And it just shows you, hey, nothing is happy in this kingdom, man. Everything is in mourning, man. Right? And hey, with a pigeon, hey, that's one of the that's what you call it. That's one of the most hated birds, man. What does Esau call it? Flying rat. Right, in fact, that's what the majority of the world call it, man. Right? But I've got something. This is Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, right? Changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Right? And the earth is defiled because a lot of these animals, right? They're being forced out of their habitat, right? To make way for humans. Right, then Esau's going around. His solution is to just kill these animals off, because they're getting too many, or they're impacting human life. But the thing is, you're in their habitat. And I remember seeing one thing. It was saying, the seas are shark infested. No, that's where the sharks live. That's where the sharks live. That's their home.
Yeah. And another thing is, like, when we were doing the pigeon came up twice, and it was a spirit, really. The dove, and where we're sitting right now, if you see in the post-production, the video, you got basically tarmac concrete on the floor, and right now Esau's running the world, and he's put basically all these cities are just a massive cave. Yeah, it's just a massive, mountainous cave. The Caucasians, the Caucasus Mountains. And that's his habitat, man. He dwells in the cliffs of the rocks, as thus saith the scriptures. And and this is meant to be a park. Yeah. You see these animals, man, they're walking around on this tarmac, man, and this just ain't healthy. The guys just paved everywhere with fucking tarmac and concrete. It just ain't healthy for the environment. It's not healthy for the earth, like the brother's saying, bringing out the habitat. I want to bring a quick scripture out, because you mentioned about they're the most hated, right? Yeah. Well, check this out. This is 2 Ezra 5:26. Actually, let me get it more in context. Salakia. Let me get 2 Ezra 5. Let me go a little bit before that. So, this is 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 23. And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee only one vine. So this scripture, when you go into it, it's all talking about what the Lord actually chosen, right? And if you go down to verse 26, and it says, and of all the fowls that are created, talking about basically things that, birds, fowls, that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. So the Lord has actually chosen, out of all the birds of creation that he's made, he's chosen, which he, as a people, he chose Israel, okay, Mount Zion. So that means that's what he loves. He's chosen that. That's the thing that he's chosen, right? So he says, of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. So the Lord actually likes pigeons. Yeah, he likes that creation.
Yep. And the beauty is his creation, his of man, right? Israel, right? They're the most hated.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, because you know what they call pigeons? They call them flying rats. They say, it's infested and they're dirty and this and that, right? But the Lord's chosen them. Isn't that the same way that they look at Israel? Yeah. They're just niggas. They're just they're robbers and this. They're uncultured and this and that. Whatever they say, man. Whatever slander and bullshit they come up against Jake, which Jake do wicked shit. Yeah. Right? They ain't.
We ain't going sugarcoat.
We ain't gonna sugarcoat it.
Jake is wicked, man.
Right? They ain't doing no favors for themselves. But we're the Lord's righteous, man. So these nations which are heathens, which don't even have the law, they don't know how to behave,
which have been reputed as nothing.
Nothing, right? Say that about us, but actually hey, we have a law, man, and the reason why our people are looked down upon like that is because you know why? Because they've gone away from Yahweh Shemiel Shai, you know. But we, being in this knowledge, being called, okay, into this truth, called back to Yahweh Shemiel Shai, okay, know that we're Israelites, and what we notice is that we're in the devil's playground. We're in his world. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and when we saw that pigeon, it just reminded us of how fucked up things are, because it was hobbling around with one leg, man. One of its legs were messed up. That's because it's walking on this tarmac. It shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
You know? It's out of its habitat, out of its environment. You know? And you shouldn't be putting fucking tarmac all over the floor. It's dirty, man. It looks wrong.
Yeah, you're looking at it now, whereas the normal, if it was just the normal land, the normal processes will come in. Now, for instance, you might, you know, if you see it on the post-production, whatever, you know, you've got bird poo all over the thing. All of the floors and that. But like I said, if it was a natural soil, those processes would come in, and that bird poo that will get mixed into the soil or whatever. End of the day, would you call it poo is good for the land, good for soil, because it's putting that nutrients back into that soil, man. Right? You know, which is what manures, what, you know, it's all about that fertility, man. Right, but he's covering the whole earth with this tarmac, which you gotta really question. That's inefficient, man.
Yeah, you gotta have a natural balance. There's a natural balance to the earth, and there's ways that you should be using elements according to knowledge. And he's just not using it that way. He's not using it wisely, man. Yeah, you know.
Did you finish that one in the second Ezra? Right. So 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Right. Hey, because we're man, as all brothers, you know, we can't stand this place, man. Right? No, a normal person in the world, well, you know, it's just a pigeon, innit? Where'd you care that its leg's broken? Or whatever have you. Right? But it's because it's one of the Lord's creations, and everything under this man's rule, right, who's a wicked ruler, right, who's ruling in unrighteousness, is in pain, right? It's fucked up, it's messed up, right? Nothing can flourish under this man's rule. But that's why we, you know, people get on that, you lot are full of hate. But what are we saying that's hateful? We're saying, look, man, we're looking for a new world, right? Wherein wherein the birds can fly in peace, right? Wherein you know the soil, you know, can bring forth its goodness, where you can eat food and it's giving you its full benefit. Yeah,
where the rivers are clean.
Air is clear. Yeah. You know, where you don't have to be seeing shit like animals all jacked up, man. Yeah. Right? But that's just everything under this man's rule. It gets on your nerves, man. It gets on your nerves. These women are all out of order, man. Right? You know, they're all complaining, my periods are so painful, but these times they're taking all kind of contraceptives that are making their periods painful. You know? But that's because nothing is in order in this kingdom, man.
Yeah, I had a precept.
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and 18. And it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, right? And them that fear thy name, small and great. So this is talking about pretty much the end of this man's kingdom, when, you know, the Lord's servants that have been prophesying and keep being in his word and being in his name, you know, and keeping the works to the end and having faith, they're basically going to get their reward, man. Okay, and that's what we're waiting for. That's the new heavens and the new earth, you know, the return of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and it says, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Okay, so why do you think there's going to be a mass destruction upon this earth, man? Because there are people that they're destroying the earth. They don't know how to. This earth. Okay, look, the Lord put Adam into the garden, man. Okay. The scripture said the earth was made for our sakes. Yeah. Okay, not for the heathen's sakes. It was made for the Israelite man's sake. Okay, so this place has to actually, it's got a natural balance. The Lord has already made it in perfection. Now you just got to know how to manage it, how to till it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, in a sense, it's like this place is out of whack right now because the wrong manager. Yeah. The wrong manager is currently residing over it and ruling it, man. And he doesn't know how to rule it. Yeah. And you can just see that in the microcosm. If you go into the workplace, anytime you get an Edomite that's a manager over you, that guy does not know, or that woman or whatever, they don't know how to effectively manage, man.
Yep.
They were not set up to be judges, and they were not set up to be rulers. So that's why ultimately the Edomites are going to get destroyed, man. According to Obadiah,
they're going to get taken out of power,
because we don't need them. We don't need them. Once they've served their judgment, we don't need them. Look, they've got that big judgment coming to them, man. And that's why Israel is going to be put back in power, because we know how to manage the earth, man. We're going to do it in righteousness in Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
Right.
You know.
Yep, this is Isaiah 11:6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and the little child shall lead them, and the cow and the bear shall feed, the young one shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox, and the suckling child shall play on the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice's den. Right? So things are going to be beautiful in the kingdom, man. Right? Things are going to be in their right order. Right? You, like I was going in there, man. Right now, you got to watch over your children like a hawk. Right? Whether it's what Esau was putting on the television. It's a lot of that television, man. When you actually sit down and you watch, that television is wicked, man. Right? Teaching your children to be little fucking bastards, man. Right? But in the kingdom, man, if you leave sight of your kids, hope Esau don't catch him. Right? Because you don't know what's going to happen to your child after that. But in the kingdom, right? You saying that, look, man, your child will be playing on the hole of a very poisonous snake, and he will be all right, man. Why? Because the Israelite children, man, they'll have that protection, man. Right? And we're telling Jake this, and they're pissed off. They have a problem with us, but we're telling them, look, man. And a lot of these Jake kids get touched. We're telling, look, man, it was double. Oh, I got touched when I was a kid. Well, what we're saying is, in the kingdom, that would have never happened.
That would never happen, yeah.
But you have a problem with us.
Yeah. Everyone has an idea of heaven. Yeah. And you just think, you get people that think, they don't really understand what's going on. They think you're just spirits floating around or whatever, Which, okay, they're not wrong in saying that. We've got spiritual bodies up in heaven and all that. But what I'm saying is, like, they're saying it as if, like, everyone has the idea of what heaven is. But then heaven, according to the scriptures, is the kingdom of heaven. And we ain't talking about the spiritual realm. We're talking about the kingdom of heaven that's upon earth. Okay, which is the righteous rulership, man. Because this is where this plane on earth, this is where you feel, you feel pain, anguish. This is where you can really feel hell. This is where you can feel things and enjoy things in that sense, right? Because up in the spiritual realm, everyone's at peace, according to Job, But here, man, there was one Edomite. Remember the one Edomite? He said, man. He said he died or whatever, and then he said, when I felt like he basically said he was in the spiritual realm, whatever. He said I knew I wasn't important. Because you're not important, man. What's important is the Lord's chosen, and the Lord has chosen them to be judges upon the earth. That's why it says in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Starting with Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, that's the righteous judgment. That's the rulership. And then that's been given unto, and the Lord's chosen his people, the Israelites, which are princes of the power. And what is a prince? A prince is also a judge. You make judgments, man. A king in the making. And what did the Lord say? He's going to make us kings and priests.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're a king, then you got to know how to basically look after your land. If you're a ruler, then you got to think about how to look after your people, how to look after your lands, the animals within those lands. And look, this guy ain't thinking about that. He's got all these different. He's got RSPCA. He's got RSPCA. He's got all these things. But you're creating the problem in the first place. You're destroying the rainforest. You're destroying habitats. But then you're trying to. Esau, you know what Esau does? He botches a job. He fucks something up for the love of money, for the greed, and then he'll try and. Then what he'll do is, to gain more money, he'll set up a charity, which is so cool, going to fix the problem that he created in the first place. That is the devil for you.
That's the devil. I forget where it is in the scriptures, but basically said, look, man, if you're trying to be a ruler or whatever, but it's roughly paraphrasing. I forget exactly how it's worded, but it's basically going into the fact you're trying to be a ruler, but then you ain't got your house in order, as in your own home. So what kind of ruler are you? And you look at the way Esau does with the way the house is. The home is a mess. The home is just a bunch of individuals these days, man. Well, the wife is an individual, the husbands are individuals, right? The children are individuals. The children do what they want to do, right? What do you want to do? The child just wants to do whatever it wants to do. The mom goes to work. She does what she wants to do when she's at the job. The dad goes to work. He's doing what he wants to do, right? Whereas it ain't no, and I hate to use this word, but it ain't no community, man, right? Whereas it's what, you know, but that's why Jake just needs to be empowered, right? The only solution, right, for the entire planet is for Israel to be empowered, man.
Yeah, and that's why it says for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. You need righteous rulership on the earth, man.
Yeah.
You know.
That's all.
Can. So you know.
Yeah, Lord's what I was edifying, man. And like I said, we just saw that, you know, it hurts your spirit, man. Like you just, you know, we want to live in a righteous world, a world where everything's in peace, right? But yeah, Lord's what I was edifying.
Oh, so like I was just gonna say, hey, Ezekiel 9:4, man. You know, it says, sighing and crying for the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. You see that? That just sparked. There was a spirit, because you know what, the pigeon, it flew off. And we were just talking about something completely different, and we saw the pigeon, and that irked our spirit.
Yeah.
It pissed us off. Because it makes you think about how fucked up this place is. Then the pigeon flew off, and we were like, oh, we should do a video on this. That's a spirit, right?
Yeah.
Then what happened? The pigeon went away, 2-3 minutes, and then it flew back, and then it came right up to us and looked at us. It turned its head and its eyes, and it looked at us. And we took that as confirmation, the spirit. Oh, we got to talk about this, man. You know? So, but basically, you got to curse this place out, man.
Yeah.
That's part of the sighing and crying for the abominations that are done in the midst thereof, man. That's part of that seal. Because we fucking hate this place, and we want to get out of this place. We want righteous rulership, man. We don't want to build up in this place. We're not happy with the way things are, man. We're not happy seeing that kind of stuff, man. We're not those kind of men. You know, we're compassionate. We actually see, as much as we talk about destruction, because it's in the scriptures, really what we yearn for righteous rulership. We yearn for righteousness, even within ourselves.
Hey, that's a good point, because for us to get purified, we have to go through that fire.
Yeah.
So to get a righteous kingdom, right? This kingdom has to go through that fire.
That's right.
You see?
Can.
You know? Hey, so Lord's what I was edifying. Until the next time, we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.